9 live for the evening of Friday, the 20th of May, 2022. Ah, that's so loud. Turn that down. Oh boy. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
With a green glass screen, placing blocks per hand, it's the hills extreme. Have you ever seen a Yo's expand? Grown and shown up with your demands, yeah. Everybody subscribe, Sean Hills is here to promote his bro live. Placing blocks all over the place, all powered by a vegan with jump boost and haste. Brother, I'll watch him let's play and debate with Joe, all the views I'll say it. Binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, 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 Joe. Stream it. Fill in your gaps, check live feeds and load up HermitCraft. Watch it on any size screen. Back it up to clone redstone machines just building. With dry concrete powder, wetting it down for a much smoother towel. Cause on this tube there's only one server. The whitelist is closed, so don't inquire further. Neighboring players compete on their stores. HermitCrafters you love with improv rapport, you just binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Joe. Viewers, you better click subscribe because today we're building that hype. Comment, your praises don't fail. Sean Hill's on a roll with HermitCraft details. Singing out loud the way it should be sung with the Nashville sound that you like for fun. You know it's live now like a HermitCrafter. Read the description, tweet about it after. The hour of the Hermit is nigh. Churning out videos y'all will like. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, 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 Joe. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Joe. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Down and dream. Lay your head down and lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind flow downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. Wow, it looks like the sound settings are off again. Thanks, Microsoft Windows. I love it when I start a stream and all of my device properties have been changed. Yay. Okay, we'll make it work. Cool. Welcome, one and all. Tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience here on the HermitCraft Season 9 server. Cub fans in the house, Tango, BOO. Let's make sure that people know that I'm streaming, just in case they choose to stop by. Wow, y'all, we got a lot done last few days over here. I have been working on editing the footage from that. I got a rough cut I'm pretty happy with, but I was really, really tired. I've just not getting a lot of sleep the last few nights. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do another refinement pass fresh tomorrow morning. So that is definitely not going to go out tonight. I'm going to work on it a little bit more tonight, but yeah. Sometimes you need to recognize when it's like, I'm tired enough, I'm going to make a mistake. And I'm there. So instead, I went and, oh wow, yeah, that person is going to get banned for self-promotion. Instead, I watched I didn't go anywhere, I went and watched. I stayed home and I watched the new Rescue Rangers movie, which is a choice. They made a lot of choices making that movie. I literally just finished watching it, like, shortly before this stream. So, if you want to see my review of that, it's in this Twitter thread. Oh, no, if somebody asks you to spam their name and you do it, you're going to get timed out. Don't fall for spammers. Okay. Meanwhile... Oh, yeah. Okay. So, welcome, everyone. I am down here in slot 9, putting the hot in the hot bar. As always, when we start our streams, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. And we are, I was going to say we're $20 away from the first expansion, but we actually got our first tip rolling in from Lost Colt Music already. Thank you, Lost Colt, who says, happy Friday evening, and tips 3. That puts us 17 away from the next face camera expansion. So, appreciate you starting us off strong there. Okay. So, as I'm thinking about what I want to do next, I'm realizing most of this is probably shallow enough that we could roll in here with some sponges. Maybe not all of this is shallow enough. Some of this part over here is kind of deeper. But in the more shallow parts, we could roll in with sponges without gritting it. And it would be fine. Mavrian says, that's a very accurate review, Joe. Lol. Thank you. I do try to be reciteful. Oh my gosh. This is why I'm not editing right now. I am so tired. I just, it seems like every night I've had something different stop me from getting sleep. One night there was a problem with my fan that kept waking me up. Last night I was going to go to bed at 11 and I realized that the laundry hadn't been done, and my kid needs laundry for school in the morning, so it's like, okay, by the time I get the full cycle of laundry done, it's 1 again. And it's like, back up early again to pack lunches, get my daughter out the door. So it's like, I'm hoping to get a good night of sleep tonight. Tomorrow, I've got my petitions for 2 of my servers, the vanilla SMP and the experimental modded SMP. That's going to be sometime in the afternoon. I don't have my calendar in front of me. Hey, Ink Curious on Twitch, thank you for tipping 17, who says, happy Friday, Joe. Let's break you out of the hot bar early. Woo! So here we are. Please direct your attention down here to slot 9 so I can say, howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Okay. Woo. The Devil's Knife says, what happens for Season 10? I don't know. Maybe we'll put me in the offhand. Right? See? I could be in that one for Season 10. That could be fun. Speaking of which, let's put the green screen over there so I can properly chrome out my tank top. Woo! But yeah, let's see. So, I still technically need to record the voiceover for the outro. But I think I'm going to write a haiku for that in the morning when I'm more awake. I did want to just visually look at this and figure out how feasible would it be to just roll in here with a bunch of borrowed sponges. I don't know. Wait, you know what? Hold on. Even though I returned all the sponges I borrowed from Jim, I still have 1. And I've got a bunch of furnaces. And a bunch of kelp. Okay. If you come in here saying that I banned your other account, I'm going to ban you on your new account. Don't do that. That's silly. Don't. I'm the only moderator here. I don't have time Okay. Also, I haven't slept. So if you want, if you want the compassionate Joe, he's too tired right now. But yeah, so we have one sponge that we didn't get from Gem. That's our own. And we've got a bunch of furnaces. Pickaxes, furnaces. Oh my gosh. Let's go get the kelp that we cooked. Okay. Roselia Moon says, poor Joe, go to sleep. I can't go to sleep. I have a show right now. Like, literally right now, I have a show. It's not going to be a very long show, but it's a show. It is happening. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to junk drawer everything in here for a second. Actually, I probably should get this more organized. Okay, before we go too far, let's pull out all the redstone stuff from the junk drawer and put the redstonest stuff in there. There's not as much as I thought there would be. Okay. Pistons, observers, buttons. Cool. Then, hey, good evening, Raleigh Davis. Hope you're having a good one. Okay. So, dried kelp blocks, dried kelp blocks, dried kelp blocks. So we're back to cooking the sand, it looks like. Great. Oops, that's not what we want. We want the opposite of that. Okay, so we can now feed half of those into there. Half of those into there. How are we doing for fuel? That's going to fill those up. Good morning, Tuna Paul. Glad you could join us, are you? Hey, Robin Harris. Enjoy Saturday in the Pacific. Sounds fantastic. Welcome, Fierce Fire and Xander Cloth. Glad you could join us. Okay. So, I think... So, are any of the corners particularly high up? Because this corner over here looks kind of high up. Yeah. Okay. This is looking pretty surprisingly viable. What did I do? Oh, I just placed the green screen, didn't I? Yep. Don't have Silk Touch. Incredimuck says, I'm impressed with how much you managed to clear in a few days. Yeah, thank you. Turns out if you build a machine to do something for you, it'll go faster than if you don't build a machine to do something for you. Is it possible to go borrow the sponges again? Yes, but Gem is not awake because she's on Canada. She's on, like, super Eastern time in Canada. So I can't get permission from Gem to borrow the sponges. So here's what I'm thinking. Is maybe we do a proof of concept for whether or not the sponges are viable. Alrighty. So face camera off. I might not use this footage. Maybe I will. Hold on, something heavy just fell. Stopping recording.
It's absurdity in RPG font. I got bright hairs behind creased cardboard, but you don't pull up chairs for humor, do you? You shouldn't miss this guy Cthulhu. He shakes a stone as light eldritch, compelling you, the viewers, to hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch store. Hit the merch.
Oops, that didn't actually fade out. Dang it. Fading things out is hard. Okay, anyway, yeah, so my kid just knocked something over, but not anything fragile or onto herself. So, let's try that again. We're going to turn the camera off. We're going to hit start recording. HermitCraft Season 9, Episode 14, Segment November, Take 1, Action. Okay. Before we close out this episode, I was thinking, you know, what kind of machine should I build to skim the remaining water off the top of this? And I realized, like, I might not need them. Like, I could do some sorts of different types of machines, like to cut across this at different heights and things like that. But I also realized I could just go back and borrow more sponges from Gem. You know, as a proof of concept here. Like, if we look at how shallow this is right here. Like, what if we just put a sponge right there? Oh, well, nope, that was a bad proof of concept. Okay, luckily we've got a bunch of kelp blocks. And the right tool for this job is up there. I'm not going to say that this is a comedy of errors, but I hope it's at least a comedy. Okay, let's go grab a proper sponge removal tool from our chest here. There we go. Oh yeah, I don't have Silk Touch. Or, not Silk Touch, Feather Falling. Okay, so if I just straight up put a sponge right here, it just fills all the way back in. Well, that's kind of disappointing. I was thinking maybe that the sponge would be good enough without retaining walls at this elevation, but yeah, it looks like I'm actually going to have to come back and do more machines. Yeah. I'm wondering if that's going to be the case all the way through here. Like, is this side over here going to be any better? Probably not. Nope. It's just going to come right out there. So, Rathgar says it is flow blocks, though. Is it flow blocks, or is it... I think it might be source blocks. Bye, person who unsubscribed. I also banned you, so if you change your mind later, I don't have to deal with you. Yay! We've got enough problems. Sammy Higgins rating, that's the opposite. What's the opposite of a problem? I don't actually know. Is it, if we take the word problem and write it backwards, problem, melorp, melborp. A boon! That's a much better word than a melborp. Melborp. Boon. Okay. Blessing. That works. Solution. That works. Welcome, Sammy and Raiders. Glad you could be here for this train wreck. We are very exhaustedly attempting some random stuff with sponge blocks just to see what works and what doesn't. This is footage that's probably not actually going to go in the episode unless it turned out to be brilliant. And, spoiler alert, it's not looking brilliant yet. Yeah, see, that's just going... I'm pretty sure that these are full source blocks here. So, yeah, no matter how shallow it is, without the retaining walls, we're just not getting what we need. That's a real shame. Amateur bloom? Oh, instead of a professional bloom. That makes sense. Or if it's the opposite of a problem, it could be a conblem. Y'all are on fire tonight. Thank you for backing me up on this when I am clearly not. Okay. Dun dun dun. Professional problem. Sounds like me. Yeah, always well-dressed. Okay, one thing I realized that we threw away while we were working on this was all the food we had. Okay. So, I can't remember if I left extra food. You know what? I'll just go to where I put all the food down. Putting the pro in problem. Intern blem. Bad Bick says, I'm curious what you think the average hermit's salary is from YouTube. Probably pretty miserable. YouTube pays really poorly. Most months, I barely make more than my health insurance off YouTube. YouTube is terrible in terms of their pay. That's why most people use YouTube to do other things. Like, YouTube is a way to promote the things that make you money. A noob plum. But yeah. Okay, so... Rosalind Seville says, oh gosh, I forgot health insurance is a thing. Why is the U.S. something? A formal problem. Okay, let's... Okay, so let's go back through this junk drawer with all the stuff we threw away, actually, and pull all that stuff back out, and then get it sorted properly. Actually, I'm gonna leave this string, because that is literal garbage. Okay. Could put some of the sand back up in here. I am really disappointed that that sponge thing didn't work. But that's how we learn. Did we put everything back in the shulkers? Okay. So, now that we know that doesn't work, if we did try to plan out, like, our future thing here, the problem is we could really only go one layer deep with the, thing here. Yeah, fast ladder noises are fun. So, like, that part, we're hitting basically the surface of where we were. Actually, if we just straight up tried this right here, are we going to have the same problem where it's just going to come in from both sides? As soon as we break that, are we going to have... Almost. If I dig up the sand, I could use it for the retaining wall. Yeah. I'm just trying to think through this. Maybe add lava, mine it out as obsidian. That'd be quicker, yeah. What are my plans for retaining walls once the machine starts getting built? Well, yeah, so the sand walls will be replaced by the actual sides of the machine, is the plan there. Yep, so that's just going to happen every time. We're not going to be able to make progress on that. Yeah, it's just going to keep flowing around it. What about if I put it one lower? Slime blocks are a fast, easy way to remove water as well. Oh, okay. Wait, also, remember that thing I was doing with lava the other day at docks? Okay, that doesn't break those. But slime blocks would break those. That's an interesting point, Mr. Lance. TNT does not remove source blocks. Hey, we got a tip rolling in from Incredimike for 20 who says, supporting the arts. Woo! Thank you very much, Incredimike. That is going to put us evenly at our next face camera expansion. The camera's turned off because I was recording. Oh, boy. Here we go. Expand. Okay. Do pressure plates get waterlogged? I don't know. But we have a lot of slime blocks. Seems like sweepers or segments will be best. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could just fill it in at this point, but like I could just fill the whole thing in with sand or gravel. I have so much sand, but I don't really want to. But yeah, shallow sweepers might end up paying off. Doors get waterlogged. Server will restart in 3 minutes. Okay. I mean, we could just run around cleaning up like all of this random stuff for a little while. That wouldn't necessarily be time ill spent. Yeah, time to learn about horizontal sweepers. The problem with horizontal sweepers is we're going to be sweeping across that island right there immediately. Probably shouldn't mess with inventories, but that thing's already done. Okay, so the server is about to restart. So we need to probably stand somewhere safe. Am I going to do anything for the long weekend? It's not a long weekend here in Tennessee. But yeah, in theory, if I segmented out this corner by just dropping 1 or 2 layers of sand along there, that could isolate this corner from the rest of the map, and then we could make progress from there. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, just the lack of an even surface here is going to be problematic. Okay, server's probably about to go down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, apparently the thing is not, you know, on a good clock. Got some drift there. Wait, it just gave me the 1 minute warning now. Oh, okay. Fantastic. So it's gonna go down in 57 seconds. TNT bombs and water sweeper combo. The US doesn't celebrate Victoria Day? Apparently not. Yeah. See, if it weren't for the corners being higher than the rest, this would be a lot easier. Probably a bad idea to be dealing with my fanciest stuff box right before that happens. Hopefully that actually registered with the server, or I just lost my fanciest stuff box. Should be coming back up now. Roselia Moon tips 5, who says, while waiting on the server, here's some art support. Thank you very much, Roselia Moon. That puts us 15 away from the next Face Gamer expansion. Okay. We back up. Okay, good. Our box made it. Because, yeah, on some level, it would be really nice if this were just done. Wait, where's my redstone box? Did I actually leave it down underneath? No, I left it over here. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I guess to scrape off this part here. Okay. One of the challenges of continuing to use vertical water sweepers at this point is I didn't realize we were going to get so close to the actual sub-aquatic features here. I tried running it with sponges and it didn't quite work. I think I'm going to have to build a water scraper or just a very shallow horizontal water sweeper here in order to get the rest of this out of the way, which is not my favorite thing. Oh, I'm realizing the way I wanted to do it is also going to be a problem. It's going to have to be half as wide as what I was thinking. I'm tired and impulsive, and I can't tell if that's a good time to start on something like this or not. Because I'm not going to want to do... I kind of think that if I was more awake, I'd be like, I'm tired of that. But, so it's like, if I start on it now and I can get the design locked down, I can just be done with it. I wasn't going to go on a water theme on the pinball. No, that was not the plan. Okay. So... for this part here. That goes as far as that. Is that right? Okay. Mr. Lance, that's kind of basically what you just described is basically what I'm about to do. That's too low. I'm doing this too low. Okay. 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 Okay, so the observers are in here. And they will go like that. Furnaces can go back here and right here. Okay. And then we need to have B-dubs is online. He'll go to bed. I don't need to worry about that today. Okay. So that needs to go facing that. And facing that. Okay. Now these might be too long of wings. I'm not sure about the wings. Yep, wings too long. Okay. Well, B-dubs isn't going to bed after all, so I guess I'll do it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, welcome Cosmo Quest. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee. Here on the HermitCraft server, we are working on some concepts for slime block flying machines. And I think that this one will theoretically function if we cut off one of these wings here down to 5. But it's going to be too far over to be correct. So maybe not. Is it because of those? No, I'm pretty sure we need those there. Wool, yeah, the wool is supposed to stick to slime. The wool is going to be helping with the sweeping. So, as a proof of concept, let's go ahead and pull that one too. Of course, that's not a better tool, is it? Okay. So if we just place a block on there, does that not trigger the observer? Is that the issue? No. Maximum of 12 blocks. So, yeah, I guess we need to pull this one too. 1, 2, wait. Actually, wait, that's... Yeah, we only need to break the slime block, I guess, for that to work. So it's going, at least, but it's going to keep filling in behind itself because we didn't have it all the way to the edge. Interesting. It's filling in back behind that one there. I wonder if we had added a different block, or an extra block. Hold on. Would it break it if we had one more block right there? Yeah, I think it would. But yeah, there's definitely a source block being created in the gap each time. We can tell that much. So if we move the whole thing over 2 blocks that way... Oh, you know what I didn't do? Was I didn't build a receiving station over here. This thing's going to get to the end and just break the wall. So what elevation's at? Still a lot faster than doing it manually. Good point. Good point. But, hey, let's try to stay ahead of this thing here. Just put some furnace wings on this to catch it when it arrives. And hopefully this'll work. Yeah, I think we're lined up roughly with it. Roughly-ish. Cool. Now, if we send it back, will it remove that source block in the middle, is my next question. Because if the source block in the... Yep, it does. Now, it might be creating new problems along the edges. Nope, no new problems. Interesting. So just 2 passes gets rid of the gap at least. Okay, we should probably eat something too. Now that will get out of range if we don't get up here on the wall for a second. It's a pretty simple build. Now we might even be able to use the same gentle pushing pistons that we used on the other thing. Just slide it over and clear out the outer edge here. Okay. Cool. So I think we can turn off the recording for right now. We're going to turn the face camera back on. Yeah, it moves pretty quick. And it's a lot easier than me going and grabbing stuff myself. Yeah, now that those middle source blocks are gone, we're actually starting to see some of this dry out. I guess the next question we have is, let's make some room here. Let's make sure that we can actually get the thing caught and then push it over. So if we put that there and this here, and we grab a few buttons, hopefully we can just, whoops, dang it. Oh, we can't push that segment over. Interesting. Okay. So, what if we do it this way, though? Where we push that segment there. Whoops. It doesn't push the whole segment, it only pushes the observer because we didn't push the slime blocks. That's not as helpful. Dang it. We are wasting a lot of those. Hey, Janie Laney. Glad you could join us. Yeah, the machine we were using before was smaller, and so it was easier to push. I'm wondering if this one's even worth continuing to attempt to push. Probably not. But now we have to rebuild it is the problem. Dang it, actually that block was in the right location. It's fine. Yeah, so if we wanted to move this whole thing over by 1, I think that would be enough to sweep this out. Is there, I guess the question is, are there source blocks on both sides here? Like, are these source blocks over here? Yeah, that's a source block. So that means there's also source blocks behind this. Is a problem. We didn't maybe build this far enough back. But boy, the gamer says, what is this for? Entertainment purposes only. Bark it up, tips 20, thank you so much. That is going to put us 5 past our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. Expand. Okay. So, here, okay, so there's a lot of problems with this that I'm seeing. One, there's source blocks inside the machine, apparently. Right? So, and behind the machine. So the thing can't sweep fully because we built it too far forward. Is one of the problems. So that's already like several whole things right there. Like, how can we expect this thing to work if it's got water joining in from behind? So, in some ways, we need to just fill all of this water back here so we don't have that problem. Okay. And then we'll remove all these extra blocks and rebuild the machine after. Oh, come on. Okay. So, we've at least gotten rid of the surplus source blocks. Yay. Next problem. The next problem is we have a ludicrous amount of stuff in our inventory, and we need to go to bed. No change from the usual there. Why can't one just fill in behind the machine with sand? Because I don't want to. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff. But, like, whether or not you want to do it, that's kind of up to you. Like, I could put redstone dust on this obsidian. And be like... someone spilled their dust. But, like, I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna not, you know. I don't feel like that's as entertaining as some of the other things I could do with the stream. So yeah, we need to make a proper shears here. We need to clear out some of that surplus material there. That's surplus to requirements as well. We actually need more furnaces, not fewer. Don't have the stuff to make furnaces in there. Luckily, we do have a whole, like, cave system full of cobble. We can just go run to real quick. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Dang it. I wasn't plate engaged, so I couldn't use the... We'll get a good entrance to this cave eventually. I know I keep saying that, but it will one day occur. Where was the extra cobble? That really doesn't feel like enough. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay. Dang it. There we go. Roselia Moon, yeah. At this point, we broke that flying machine anyway, so we're gonna break it entirely. I just didn't want to break it until I had removed the source blocks that were behind it, because otherwise, as soon as I broke it, they would all like fall. All the source blocks would fall forward, and that would be a separate problem that we don't have time for right now. Okay. So we can just roll through here and pick these. Hey, Chloe the Great and Powerful, thank you for the 7, who says, sharing a bit of my vacation joy with you, Joe. Well, thank you. I hope you're having a fantastic vacation. That puts us 8 away now from the next face camera expansion. I am currently working on a kind of water machine sweeper. I don't know. I'm kind of super tired. So, like, if I didn't have a show scheduled for tonight, I would not have chosen to schedule one. But, you know what? If you say you're going to be somewhere, you should do it. So, here we go. But yeah. It is not going to be a late night for me. Okay. So, let's go grab all these other blocks here. Hey, we got a raid rolling in from Worthaid. Glad you could join us. Welcome, raiders. Hope you are having a pleasant evening. Rosalind Seville tips 10, who says, have you had a hydration break in a while? Thank you very much for that 10. That's going to put us $2 past our next face camera expansion milestone. And here we go. It's time to expand. No hydration break recently, and my drink is empty. But I kind of feel like at the point where I'm tired enough that if I lose my momentum, the stream will be over. Like, it will, and I also already had to put the hydration break sign up once to go check on the noise. So I don't really want to do that again. But like I said, this is just kind of a nice, quiet, chill stream. I'm not going to be streaming long enough to need a hydration break. Okay. So let's try it like this. We're going to pop up here, and so the actual slime blocks will go in here and here, but in the meantime, we need to put in the observers. So we're going to put our observers facing upward here and facing upward here. Great. Nope. Wrong. Actually wrong. They need to be 2 higher. Or 1 higher. Okay, and then... Hey, Ethereal Pixels, thank you for tipping 2, who says, for a bigger Joe. Thank you so much. That's going to put us 16 away from the next face camera expansion. Hey, Nadra, don't yell in all caps, please. I can see you, but it makes it harder to moderate. Whoops. If people are yelling in all caps. Also, I'm tired enough that when I try to click timeout, I might click ban. And I refuse to learn how to read that ban review thing that Twitch has. That's not something that's a priority for me. So I would recommend against being banned from this channel. Okay. Just can't quite get behind it to... Maybe if I can get up on top of it. This is the hardest thing with redstone, is standing in the right place. There we go. It's fine. Hey, RB, thank you for tipping 10, who says, cheers. Here's hoping your daughter sleeps in so you can actually get some rest after your stream. Well, I've actually got an early morning with her planned, but that's all the more reason for me to not stay up super late tonight. Dang it. But yeah, here we go. So this needs to go at this layer. Honestly, the annoying thing about this, out of all the parts of this that you might think are the annoying thing, the actual annoying thing is being fully cognizant of the fact that if I was doing this by hand, it would actually still take longer. Like, this is still the fastest way to do this, despite how dumb it looks. This is still faster than the alternative if I was using sand and sponges. So yeah, we got our baby flying machine here. Okay. Am I recording at the moment? No. I'm kind of out of energy to record. Oh, am I packing lunch for school tomorrow? Not tomorrow. I was waking up early to pack lunches today. Or a lunch, but... Hey, Rex, yep. Making some progress. Learning a lot. Probably need to build a thing to catch it at the end. It is very hot in Tennessee right now. Well, it's down to 81 at the moment, but it was like 92 earlier or something. And a tip just rolled in. Oh, that's the name of your dog walking business. I just got that. Okay. Another tip just rolled in. Let me go ahead and thank Janie Laney, who says, as Janie attempts to learn some dog walking tips. Okay, we might need to bust this up a little bit higher there. But let's see. So that first 6, that gets you 1 face camera expansion. And then 25, yeah, so 19. So we're 1 away from the one after that. I think that's how math works. Yes, that should end up right there. Y'all have seen that money go straight to my head with each face camera expansion milestone we hit. But now, oh no, let's jump up a little higher with these furnaces to catch the machine. But now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling us down to the deep below. Enter the joust. Bum, 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 bum. If I understood pitch, I would go up and down with the Jopasti with the pitch. But I don't! That's fine. I mean, I only took a whole segment of a physics class on it. But, you know, I got the math right. Either way... so yeah, we have definitely cleared this out enough that it is even with the land here. We are scraping the top of the land. But this is where it's kind of frustrating because I guess I could... So right now this is too deep, but there are some places here where the water is 1 deep. So yeah, I had originally designed this to come right up against there, so that there wouldn't be anything. Oh, no, Janie, you were talking about a dog walking business on LinkedIn or Twitter or something the other day. And I didn't realize that the name on the card was the same as the PayPal until you mentioned yourself in the description of the second tip. Okay. So... this is why people just use the piston clapper, since extended pistons count as 2 blocks. Yeah. If I just remove the wool blocks, Mr. Lance, the wool blocks will get stuck, or sorry, slime blocks will get stuck to the sand. So I actually have to build the whole thing slightly higher up. Did I get to watch Doc's video today? I basically just skimmed to the part that I made. Because I've been doing some security camera work in the perimeter over there. But yeah. So if we had the slime block one wide hitting that sand, the slime would get stuck to the sand. So that means we need to have the slime blocks one above those. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know what the joke that Doc was going to make when he put that in there, and I was very pleased. Okay. Yeah, I'm clearing out the inside of a pinball machine. You don't want these things to get waterlogged. Okay, so... Other options. We could go this way some. And just start clearing it out from that side. And just start kind of expanding it in general. Working in the places that are not as deep. Because it's easier. But that's going to be less efficient on the whole. I don't know. I'm trying to find ways to be amusing but inefficient, and I'm getting annoyed by how long it's taking, and I'm starting to consider the more efficient options. Sage Morrison, tips 5, who says, a haiku. Draining an ocean in the interest of pinball. Splish splash goes Joe. Okay. I'm not sure that I'm too tired to count the syllables, but let's assume that that worked. That puts me 4 past the next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. Expand. Jost. Do. Let's lower the Joe opacity now to 80%. You know what? Even though it's super hot here, I've got too much of my forehead in frame. So let's get the chroma green wig on. Perfect. Okay. Is it really taking long, though, says Tio Pollo? You cleared a huge area pretty fast. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, using a pinball machine as an aquarium would be an interesting choice. Looks like the land is high up only on one end, so going side to side, back to front work. Make for shorter runs, but you could do deeper passes. Yeah, that's yeah, Mr. Lance, we're on the same page. That's what I was just thinking, except for the fact that the problem is that the highest elevation areas are in opposite corners. So no matter how I do it, unless I go right into the middle here, which is kind of the deepest area, but also has the guardians. And the problem with working from the middle is the source blocks will fill themselves back in. So you really have to work from the outside, no matter how you do it. But it seems like... What am I making? A mess. Gith45 says this is basically the 80-20 rule in action. 80% of the work is done in 20% of the time, and vice versa. Yeah, Fishtail is a pinball machine, that's true. Fishtails might be plural. I don't remember. Okay. So, yeah. Well, I'm kind of feeling like this is one of those things that I'm going to sleep on and come back to, because I was trying to stream for at least an hour. I know we got interrupted early on, and I feel like we got an hour of work done. So let's go see who we can rate. I think it's a little bit early for Mystery Pinball Theater 3000. So let's see who else is live right now. I will probably not be joining y'all in the Rift Theater later, because I need to go to bed. Let's see. Oh, Carl is playing Godzilla, and he usually raids Mystery Pinball Theater. So why don't we send folks over there for now? Can I play the outro? No, because it's longer than the raid link thing. And also, I'm really tired. I will fall asleep in the meantime. So, copy image address. No, I want to copy link address. So, yeah, when you get over there, our raid messages. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills raid here. Anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do-do-do-do.